Oh, you kidding me? Okay, so this guy just happened to main deck Lightning Storm and took out everything I had. I had Waking, but then he had Kaiju. So that was unfortunate. I rarely see anyone main deck Lightning Storm. And then first game of today, when I decided to use a more back row heavy deck, all of a sudden starts off with Lightning Storm and Kaiju. So that's not good for me. I think I might get OTK'd now. Yeah, I didn't even get another chance. I don't think I need to side anything yet. But yeah, that was pretty crazy. The chances of someone maining Lightning Storm followed by Kaiju over what I brought out with Waking, that was unbelievable. And now I drew a hand that's not so good to go first with. Yep. That's not good. I might get OTK'd again since I have nothing on board. Maybe I should just run one copy of Mystic Mine just for these situations. If I had Metaverse right here to use, I could just Mystic Mine. And then I would probably be fine after that. Unfortunately, I don't play it. I don't know. I don't like Mystic Mine, which is why I don't run it, but sometimes I feel like I might need it just to not get OTK'd. And now I'm going against Salamandrates, so it looks like I'm not going to have another chance at victory again. Mainly because he's gonna have his traps set up. The one that pops and the one that negates. Those are always troublesome. I am playing in the competitive server, so it's not like this would be unexpected. Since I'm running a 60 card build with different techs, it is slightly inconsistent, so I would like to go to a more casual server in order to be able to play this deck. But I feel like if I go to a more casual server, the issue is people are going to see that I'm running Eldlich, and then they're going to not want me there, because Eldlich supposedly is still something you would play competitively. But I'm running things like viruses, so it's like inconsistent, and I can't even use these right now because I don't have Lair. Yeah, so this will be unfortunate once he sets up his counter trap. Kind of bricky what I have now, because this is at least 3 cards that I can't use. Hmm. Oh, I see. Okay, since he has Bagushka, I won't be able to attack, but I think that's fine because I'll have some traps set up. I also have my tech card, Temple of the Kings, which I'm about to show you how I'm going to use it right now. So the reason why I tech Temple of the Kings in this deck is because I could do this. So I'll activate Temple of the Kings, and then end phase, activate Guardian from Grave, which will let me set Scarlet. And because of Temple, I can immediately, on the same phase, activate Scarlet, summon another Golden Lord, and now this is in Grave, and I can activate it at any time to set another card, and then still be able to use it on the same turn. For example, if I Scarlet now and set Aquero, this is live. I just set this, but it's live because of Temple. So that's why I think Temple of the Kings is such a funny tech. At this point, Bagushka would be stopping him a little more than it stops me. He's gonna have to link away his stuff. So I'm just gonna let him summon his spinny. I'm gonna guess he's gonna try to go into access code. It's not gonna work because I have Conquistador, but... I'm also waiting on Hoquero. So I think what I'm gonna do here, I'm just gonna use it now. So I'm just gonna hit Foxy. Or maybe I should have waited. Yeah, actually I should have waited. I don't need to hit Foxy until he actually targets it. Like, it would have been better if I hit something like that. When he targets something, then I hit. That's okay. He's gonna still need to make something to get over what I have, and that's what Conquistador is for. And if Conquistador fails, then at the very least I'll have Waking for when he access codes away my entire field. Yep, so after he gains attack, I think I'm just gonna pop it. Yeah, because of Temple of the Kings, this one tech card, I was able to gain extra advantage by bringing out a Golden Lord on the same turn and then Haquero on the next turn, both usable from the trap cards that were set on the same turn. So what I could do is attempt to go for OTK, but if his set card is a trap card that can stop me with, then I'll lose out. So instead, I'm going to just attack with what I have here. So even if he has his Roar or Rage or whatever, either one of them, if he has either one of them, he won't be able to use it against me if I beat over his Sunlight Wolf twice. Yeah. Now that I beat it over twice, let's see. Oh, he surrendered. Okay. He quit the entire match. Yeah, so the other tech card you just saw in my hand that I drew but I didn't actually use yet was Tyrant's Temper. This card, it's not really usable that much in this situation, but there are situations where I need Tyrant's Temper. It's mainly for when I have Lair and Skill Drain. Hmm. If I had Skill Drain, Tyrant's Temper would make me immune to it, but still affect the opponent. But if I have Lair, I contribute the opponent using... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Again? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, for some reason, when I play my other decks, I feel like I never see people draw their main deck Feather Duster or Lightning Storm. But as soon as I switch to a back row heavy deck, all of a sudden it's just first turn Feather Duster, first turn Storm, and it's like, oh, wipes out the back row. So unfortunately, I might get OTK'd here before I get a chance to... Oh, wow. Anaconda. Okay. Yeah, so I think he has OTK, which is super unfortunate. If I just had one more turn, I'd be able to make use of my Mega Fleet, which I think is funny. I keep it in here because I have space in my extra, so why not run it? Because every once in a while, I'll have these situations in which I can just Mega Fleet away his stuff. But I'm getting OTK'd, so I'm not going to be able to use it. So now I have to think whether or not I want to go first or second in game 2. Because if I go second, I can pretty easily just Mega Fleet away his Infinity. I don't know. Oh, I'm not playing Drytrons at this moment. Huh. So obviously I'm playing a deck that's way less good as... Not as nearly as good as Drytrons. Yeah, it's Eldlich with Lair and Viruses. Not nearly as consistent as my Drytrons. Okay, so last game he started off with Feather Duster, but what are the chances he'll start off with it again twice in a row? Okay, he didn't have his Feather Duster, but I don't have my monster either at this moment. So I was hoping he would bring out a monster so I can just use Trap Trick to Virus off of. Oh. It's cool sometimes, but the build I'm playing is kind of kind of inconsistent. Your friend could probably build a more consistent build. I'm just running different techs that aren't exactly that good. Huh. A 40 or 50 card build of this one would probably be way more consistent. But I'm running some weird stuff. And it hasn't been doing all that well. It's good sometimes, but not all the time. So he has his overflow. I just don't know whether he'll use it right now. Okay, I have an idea. If he doesn't stop this, okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna trap trick here. And search for full force. And then come on, waiting for his response. Okay, and then I'll full force. Now I get to see his hand and hopefully take out quite a few things. Oh, okay, that didn't do as much as I thought it would. Oh, he has Red Eyes Fusion. Well, that's a huge problem. Huh. That's unfortunate. He has 2 in hand, 3 in hand. Let's see. That, and this. Oh, 1 second. Okay, it was a spam call. Sorry about that. Okay. So I think now he's just gonna Dragoon. And this is really bad for me. Okay. I'm not playing Super Poly. Okay, so I think I can out this. I would have to Pot of Extravagance, banish 6. And this is too tempting to not negate, right? Because it's draw 2. So why would he... Oh, he doesn't... Okay. Well then. If he doesn't... I just do that. He shouldn't have let me draw 2. I thought he was going to negate it. Now it's way easier to deal with Dragoon. Second layer. I think I could just E-Rad him now, just to get a token. Okay, now all of a sudden I'm back in the game and I have the advantage. Yeah, Pancratops is pretty good too, but the problem is I don't have space in my deck. I'm already running a 60 card with a bunch of other things. Okay, he forfeited. Yeah, I had too much control with the Eldlich stuff here. And he's under ERAD. Okay, now he's going to force me to go second, and he's going to set up his board. So I'm going to take out some things and add some other stuff. Oh, actually, I'm going to put in the Birus. I don't know if I need anything else. Maybe take out a copy of Waking. He knows I play it now. And I don't think I need Threatening Roar if I'm going to be going second. I'll just put in some Lightning Storms. Oh, he's still letting me go first. Okay. So the issue I need to deal with now is whether or not he drew his side cards. Oh, I play spear modes because they're funny. Okay, so what I have now is Lair with viruses, but I don't have anything else. I'm just gonna go all in and set them both, and hope he doesn't have his Feather Duster, and hope he doesn't side in any Evenly Match or Lightning Storm. If he does, I kind of lose. Oh, okay, there's a Lightning Storm. I lost this one already. So now I can't use my viruses, and he's just gonna OTK. I didn't know he was gonna force me to go first. I should have kept 3 copies of Waking the Dragon. Yeah, so obviously this deck not as consistent or strong as my Drytrons. Uh, but I played for the funnies. The main goal is just to virus people, because I think it's hilarious. And the Eldlich helps with that. Sometimes if they don't have their monster, I can just tribute my Eldlich. Okay, so he didn't OTK. Oh, okay, he has his overflow. Yeah, I think either way I lose this one. I expect him to overflow during end phase. Yeah. Yeah, I highly regret siding out and not keeping 3 copies of Waking the Dragon, since he just went after my back row twice. So I didn't win RPS again. Let's see. Okay, that's definitely the card that I want to imperm. Yep. Yep, so he should be done. I have my virus against him next turn, so it should be over for him. Yep, during draw phase, I'm just gonna set so much stuff. Or activate so much stuff. So, Metaverse. And Threatening Roar. And Scarlet. And the reason why I'm doing it now is because I want to search for my virus. But if I do that with Trap Trick, I can't use any more traps for the rest of the turn, so that's why I gotta use all my traps now. And then I think Erad, since he's a Pendulum player. And then I'll wait until he plays his other Pendulum scale. Like, once he places another one here, I'll just nuke everything he has with Erad. Draw 2, I guess that's fine. Maybe I should have Eraded him early, I don't know. He still needs to play the other scale before he can do anything else, so I thought waiting would be okay. Okay, there's his other scale. So I'm just gonna Erad him now, and he just loses everything. Yeah, so I just decided I didn't go second cards because I think he's gonna try to make a board again. But this time I have Lightning Storm and Sphere Mode. So if he tries to make the same board as he did last time, including Anaconda for Dragoon, I don't even need Imperm because I could just Sphere Mode. And then I'll have Terraforming for Lair and then Virus, so I should be good. Okay, so my worry is he's not gonna have 3 monsters for me to Sphere Mode him with. Uh, hmm. Yeah, so I was hoping he would have 3. Oh, wait a second. Is this fine? I think this is fine. So I'm gonna Terraform and grab Lair, and there's no way he's not gonna negate this, right? Like, if he doesn't negate it, I'll just tribute him. Oh, okay, yeah, so I'm just gonna tribute him. If he did negate it, I would just Lightning Storm the rest of his back row. And then I would discard Arima for the second copy of Lair. So unfortunately right now, he still has his Pendulum Scales, which I can't get rid of at the moment. Yeah, I was really hoping to Lightning Storm his Scales and Field Spell last turn, but I didn't want to start off with Lightning Storm because I was afraid he was gonna Dragoon to negate it. I'll deck Devi one of them. Oh, okay. He has spells. Okay, so I'm gonna hope for Erad. Yeah, I'm gonna hope for Erad. 1, 2. I only play 2 copies, but then I play a Trap Trick, so it's pretty much guaranteed that I'll get an Erad. Yeah. So now, on his draw phase, he just loses everything. I'm just gonna take out 7 cards right here, right now. And bam, field is clear, and hand is gone. Yeah, so that went pretty well. Erad against a Pendulum player is so good. Okay, so I have Eye of Truth in this deck, and it's super funny because it'll allow me to determine what I want to search for with Trap Trick if I have Lair, but I don't have Lair right now, so that's the unfortunate part. But if I Eye of Truth and saw that he had, say, Lightning Storm or Feather Duster, I would be able to prepare to use Trap Trick to search for my other copy of Waking. With a field like this, I actually wanted him to start off with Feather Duster, because I would be able to proc double Waking the Dragon, which would be super funny. So let's see. Oh no, I think this is fine. So I wasn't sure whether or not I should have popped anything yet. Photon Lord can't be popped because it can't be destroyed, but I don't know what he's gonna make with the rest of these. Or just not make anything. Okay, that's fine too. So I'm just gonna Conquistador. And I don't think he's gonna be able to stop me after this. So I think I'm just gonna virus him now and take out 2 cards from his hand. So this is why Eye of Truth is so handy in here as a tech, because I'll just know exactly what to trap trick for. So in this situation, I'm gonna want full force. And after doing this, he'll only have 1 card in hand. Alright, and I win that one. But this is usually where I side out Eye of Truth, since I would expect to not go first anymore. Maybe Threatening Roar. Put in some Nibiru's, because he'll be making a board. And then 1 Lightning Storm, I think. I think that should be fine. I don't have responses, but I do have sphere mode, so if he makes a big board, I should still be fine. And this is already access to 3 copies of Lair right here. Oh, he quit. Yeah, but whatever he was doing, I could just sphere mode and gain lots of tokens off of Lair and just tribute his stuff to search for anything I want. So I was pretty confident with this hand. This was a pretty decent hand. Okay. I'm gonna activate layer. I'm gonna need my Scarlets since I started off with 2 Golden Land cards. And I already have a virus, so I think it's okay. And if I have bad luck, they're gonna start off with Feather Duster or Lightning Storm. So to minimize the damage in case that happens, I'm gonna play Scarlet right now. So if he Dusters, I can at the very least Erad, or not Erad, Deck Devastation Virus before I lose everything. Oh, he doesn't have an extra deck. So either he's a back row heavy control deck, or he's Monarchs. But since he's setting card already, it's just gonna be back row. Oh, actually, if he's back row, actually no, that's fine. I'll wait. I was tempted to deck Devi him now, just to see his hand, but he didn't set those cards. I'll still deck Devi. Destroy that. And then I'll deck Devi him on my turn. Okay. So now I'll deck Devi, see what his hand is. Okay, skill drain is fine. Okay, I just got rid of 2 pieces of Exodia. So he's a stall deck trying to draw into Exodia, but unfortunately for him, I just took out 2 pieces, and I was about to Haquero to banish one of them. And skill drain doesn't even stop me. Okay, now that I know what he's playing, gonna side in the back rows. Don't need those. Don't need these. Put in that. I won't need these. Well, I won't be needing lava golems, but I think Eye of Truth is better. Is this okay? I think so. Okay. He's just a back row deck, so I don't have to worry about monsters. Since he's an Exodia stall deck, it'll be unfortunate for him because this is a bad matchup on his part. He runs skill drain, I run skill drain. Since he's an Exodia stall deck, his deck is going to be super slow, which will bide me time into getting my viruses to completely wipe them out. I won't be needing skill drain, but I'll set it anyways. Yeah, now that I have my Lilith, I'll have access to my viruses. So I just gotta do the same thing as I did last time. Just virus him. Yeah, I don't even need to attack. I just build up and start virusing him. Oh, I wonder if he's gonna go for Mystic Mine. Yeah, that's fine. Mystic Mine doesn't even do anything. Against my Drytrons, though, Mystic Mine will shut me off completely. But against Virus Eldlich, I just don't care. Like, I don't even have to pop it with Conquistador. Because I'll have Erad. Oh, that I'll have to pop. Oh, this is actually really funny. So what I'll do here is Conquistador, pop Mystic Mine. Now Field Barrier resolves, he can't place another field card there. And my field spell is safe too. So he just locked himself out of playing any more Mystic Mines. I don't even know if I want to Erad for spells anymore. Okay, so he just kind of loses here. I'll hit traps first. I don't think I need to do anything. He has Field Barrier and Swords in hand. I'll just continue using viruses. That's just another Field Barrier. I already know what it is. So just to make space, I'm going to start tributing. And if he draws any Exodia pieces, he's just going to lose them. It should be over by the next turn now. Duality will be the last card he'll have. Funny how he searched for Magic Cylinder. He's gonna... Like, if I didn't see him add it, then of course it'd be good, right? But if I can see it, it's not as good. He's gonna hope I'm gonna attack him with the 8500 and get reversed OTK'd. But I mean, I saw him add Magic Cylinder, so I'm not gonna fall for it. And that's game. Yep. Okay, yeah, so that was my viral Eldlich deck. It can be pretty good at times, pretty bricky at other times. Someone else could probably make a more consistent version of this. Like, if you or your friends want to play this build, Virus plus Eldlich, they can just probably run this deck minus the Eye of Truth, minus the Tyrant's Temper, minus Threatening Roar, minus Crush card, minus Sphere Mode, minus Lava Golem. So if they cut it down to sub 50 or maybe even a 40 card deck, I think it can be consistent enough to end on a Virus plus Eldlich board in most games, which is really good going first. But because I'm weird and I like to run funny stuff, I'll play things like Eye of Truth, and then things that aren't as good, such as Crush card and Tyrant's Temper, and even Threatening Roar, and I'll even main deck these things. But if anyone else wants to play this deck, they can definitely just take these cards out and it'll be more consistent. Yeah, so I think I'm done playing Viral Eldlich for the time being. I'm gonna swap over to, let's see, the day before I was using this deck, which was just a mesh of a lot of different things. As funny as this deck could be, and sometimes I do get a decent draw and I'll manage to pull out like 7 archetypes in one turn. The problem is its inconsistency, in which case sometimes I'll just brick and not have plays. So I don't think I'll be playing this build either, at least for a while. So gotten these two decks out of the way in my streams. Next, I think I'm gonna go for playing some Infernoid, Eldlich, and Muskets. But I'm gonna do this in a separate stream. Yeah, I want to keep the stream separate, so I'm just gonna end this one and retitle a different stream because I want these to be saved separately. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna start off a new stream and then I'll play with my Infernoids with Eldlich and Muskets and see how that goes.